That was unfortunate. Hey, son, are you there?
Oh, yep. Yeah, I was saying, yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah. Are you still in the old stream, or is it ended?
Yeah, I mean, the stream ended, but I'm still in there.
Okay, can you tell everybody I have restarted the stream, but they have to leave that stream and come to the new one? There's no way to, like, restart the old stream. Unfortunately.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I mean, I'll probably have to say it again. Hey, guys. Sorry about that. Hey, Dark. Good to see you. And where's the music? I should have done that when I crashed. I should have picked up some music. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened. My whole PC just blue screen to death. I apologize. That's never happened during a stream before. I've got some weird kind of glitch with my monitor that sometimes creates an issue. And so the graphics card and the monitor get wonky and they don't want to communicate. I have to turn off the monitor and restart it. And that didn't happen here. I was just working on Burangiri and the whole thing went blue. I was literally in the middle of a sentence talking to you. And that stream was a teaser. Stream part 2. Yeah, sorry about that. We probably lost everybody. I don't know. We had 90 people, and I don't know who we're going to get back. That's unfortunate. That's just one of those technical things, I guess. I got to get over it. I got to let it slide a little bit. I'm frustrated. But it is 6:07, and we got to push on because the server reset waits for no PC crashes. You just doesn't matter. So let's go here and start looking for speed boots. We've got regeneration speed boots. Do we have immortal speed boots? We do, but the only free ones here, let's see, these are not bad. Wyronin is basically a faction wars champion. So is this guy, and that's not bad. The attack roll is wasted. What about the regeneration? We just have these. Which doesn't have a bad substep, but they're kind of slow, right? They're kind of slow. I feel like maybe we should just steal these. All right, so now let's try to go for this stuff. So we can get anything in a regen set. Anything at all in a regen set. Ooh, nice. Good speed, HP, defense, beautiful. Speed with the double roll, HP, that's nice. And now we just need... It's attack, HP, it's defense resistant. Neither one is awesome. Let's try that on. Okay. So we've lost a little speed. I'd like to get up around 200. That'd be nice. Let's see what happens if we take this to 12. Take this to 12. Oof, 1.1 million. Well, we got our speed back. We're still a little bit lower on HP. See if we take this to 16. Do this. Come on, you can hit. Yeah, nice. Speed. Attack. Okay. 34,500. So we've picked up over 600 defense. We picked up 1 speed. We picked up 1 resist. We lost some accuracy, which is unfortunate because we actually want that accuracy for other stuff. We picked up a little bit of HP. Okay, now I'm basically out of silver, right? At 230,000. All right, let's get some glyphs going. We need a little more speed. All HP is good. HP is good. We want HP. I mean, who cares? That doesn't give us much. This gives us something. Let's go speed. HP. Defense. Come on. I don't have the silver for this. There we go. Don't care about the attacks, but the defense could be good. And then what about the speed? Ouch. Bad rolls, bad rolls. All right, we're gonna hold there for now. All right, so let's say Burangiri has resistance, right? We need somebody with a speed aura, I think. And we could actually use this. We could do this. That would be fine. Now, we don't want the increased attack, so we can always set up an AI in a second. We could also do this, which would be even better. We need somebody to clear the waves. And then we want to bring in Artak. All right, so that's not a bad team. So let's talk about this team then. Let's go. Oh, we were looking at Raka, right? Raka. I think that's what we were looking at. So what we would want to do here is when we get to round 3, first of all, round 1, Artak, opener, round 2, opener. Round 3, we want her to turn off her we want to turn this off in round 3. All right, let's see how it goes. I have no idea what this is going to look like. I don't know if this is going to work at all. All right, sorry, folks. Welcome back. Welcome back. There's an artifact enhancement tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not doing it on my Noob versus Pro. So, but I will hit the spider anyway, just because now that I can clear, a better stage, I'll probably just farm 20 for a while. I need some better accessories anyway. And that'll level up my Artak, right? Because he's only level 51 right now. So, yeah, I'm thinking about Wukong as well. The thing about my Wukong is he's only level 50. The loyal ones are back, Ruthless says. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming back. I'm sorry about that. That was really that was unfortunate. PC crashed. It doesn't happen often, actually. The PC's pretty solid. I have this weird thing with my monitor sometimes, and other than that, the only thing that ever really messes with me is Discord. Discord messes with my audio all the time. All right, so now the question becomes, can he solo the boss without masteries? Ooh. Is he fast enough? I guess I could have turned off his skills, right? Like, I don't know that he needs to use any of his other abilities. I don't know if the strengthen is worthwhile. It decreases the amount of damage he takes by 25%. But then Bommal strips it off of him anyway. So maybe I should just turn it off. There he goes. Okay. So first of all, all right, let's do this. Let's do a little bit of a gear cleanse. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to just sell. We're just going to sell everything. Just going to sell everything. Anything that doesn't have a speed stat on it, right? I mean, I'm going to be farming a ton of spider now that I can do so. So I'm not really worried about these 4-star pieces. But sometimes you need, sometimes you need something with a speed stat on it. So wow, all those speed substats. Accuracy with speed is nice. We're up to 2.5 million. I've been saving all of these for a good old gear cleanse. I knew I was going to need silver someday, and that day is today. All right. Speed on accuracy, which is nice. Speed on accuracy again. Nice. What are we up to? 3.5 million? Almost. Should get there. There we go. 3.5 million. I'll take it. Let's run this up to 16. That's nice. More defense, more HP percentage. That was about as perfect as it gets. Oof, 900k. 860. Accuracy, though, that's nice. I don't care about the attack, but should put something on. All right. Yeah, we may as well run up. Have not been rolling on the speed glyphs today. Really, any of the glyphs today. Oof. This is such a bad. If it weren't the if it weren't the blood shield ring, I wouldn't be wearing this. No. Wasted glyph. 4-star glyph. Let's just take this at 12. Maybe we'll be lucky and we'll roll into HP percentage. Come on. Flat HP, still better. All right, we're almost up to 40,000 HP. We got a little bit more defense. We're up to 2.8, roughly. Close. 2.75. Maybe last one here. Now we're at 2.8. Okay. I think the biggest thing here is maybe we need like 10 more speed. Might just not be fast enough to do this. Oh, you know what else I wanted to do just for a second here? I think we can probably clear it with just these three. Let's see if we can get him the mastery for, you know, getting health back when he hits. That's what I was hoping for. It's not a lot of HP, but sometimes you just need to get a little bit past where you are. Maybe get him a couple of levels too. All right, we got 45 people back. Thanks everybody for coming back over from the other stream. I apologize for the technical glitch. My computer crashed. I don't know what to do about that other than say I'm sorry. And thank you. Thank you for sticking around.
How about you get good? All right. Mind control the technology.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I'll work on that. What happened to Lady Annabelle? Lady Annabelle is on my main. Ruthless says, I think the issue is speed. I think so too. I think he needs to be faster. I think he needs to be like 205, 210. Oh, Ruthless says Wukong will also trigger Burangiri's passive continuously. That's a really good idea. I didn't think about that. You know, somebody mentioned that like 2 weeks ago, and I did think it was a good idea, and then I completely forgot about it. Who in the Discord wants to be a little guinea pig for me? Mayhem Monkey says, I'll become a member if you put the monkey in. Please humor me. All right. All right. I'll tell you what. You want to do that right now? Want to just skip over this and do that? Let's do that, Mayhem Monkey. let's just get, say, 2 or 3 more levels on this guy. I don't want to use too many of these potions. Or brews, rather. There we go. Let's get him to 48. All right. So, that is a good suggestion. And I will heed your suggestion. So let's get maybe Athel out of here. Yeah. Now, the interesting thing actually here is I'm trying to think about Burangiri's. I think the strengthen might play. Obviously, he doesn't need to use the stun. Stun doesn't matter, right? Provoke doesn't matter. It also doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. If the A2 hits harder, then let it hit. But the question is, does he want to keep putting this up? I don't know that he does. I don't know that he doesn't. The strengthen helps, but then the buffs can get stripped. I'm going to turn this off. I'm just turn it off for now. Let's just see what happens. I don't think the A2 matters, right? The A2 is just a hit. Like it's not it doesn't impact anything anyway. He's a single target hitter. He hits one time. So whether he does an AoE or a single target, like unless it doesn't hit as hard, I'll actually look at the damage and see which one hits harder. Yeah, we've got 30 minutes to server reset. I got to look at my main account. See what I need to do over there. Faction crypts. It's a lot of buffs. I thought we turned off all the buffs. Maybe not. Okay, so Wukong will come back. He'll help lay some damage down. He'll get killed. That'll trigger the heal. So I like that. I like that a lot. It's going to speed up the fight. It's going to keep Burangiri alive. He's getting that shield from the blood shield ring, which is actually giving him a shield buff that can be stripped off of him and do more damage to him. So it might be better to get him out of that and get him into like a revenge ring or something. But I think I use him against Scarab boss. That's why he has that ring on, because I need him against Scarab. So right now I'm feeling pretty good about this. Definitely, I mean, the little bit of extra speed that we got him is helping, but the better defense is making a big difference, and a little bit of extra HP. So his heals are a little bit bigger. They're 6,100 there. I think they were 50 something before, like 57 or 58 maybe. So it's a few hundred extra HP. But also in addition, I mean, he has significantly more defense than he had before, or at least, statistically significant. But this may be enough. And then the monkey just speeds everything up and gives him a better chance at survival. I love it. I love it. We're going to crush this Bommal. It's probably only going to take like 6 minutes, maybe less. If it fails, blame the masteries. Yeah, obviously, if he's got masteries, or if he were level 60, either way. Daniel Keeping Fish says, so it's getting close to midnight here. Shall have to wish you all a fine night and a fun rest of your stream. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for joining the stream, and thank you for the membership. And good to see you. And have a good night. We're back up to 50 viewers.
Stay awesome, Daniel.
Demugglify Me says, when I explode a Hydra head, should I target the stump where the head was? Absolutely. That is exactly what you want to do. This feels pretty good. I gotta say, this is actually kind of fun. This is kind of fun. And it'll be great if I mean, these are my two most recent 6 stars, right? Burangiri and Artak. So if I get through Bommal, Artak's going to carry me up the floors to the next, the next boss. I'll probably get through. Getting through Dark Fae is tricky. Getting through Dark Fae is always tricky. So we'll have to see if we can do that. But I think we've got 2 more bosses before we hit Dark Fae. So, this is floor 50. This might take us all the way up to 79. And then at 80, we've got to deal with Dark Fae. Congrats, Demugglify. That's awesome. Mayhem Monkey, thank you. Welcome to Barbarian. That's awesome. He said, put in the monkey. If you put in the monkey, I'll become a member. Ta-da! All right. That is awesome. Now let's get back to our level. Let's get this guy out of there, and let's get our Artak in here. I actually think I want to do this again. This feels really good. But we'll see. We'll start the auto climb and see what happens. Actually, let me go check something. I think I have to do I think I have to do silver keys. Yeah, I have to do silver keys. So I'm just going to go farm I'm going to go farm Griffin real fast. So let's do this. Yeah, all I need is more speed and defense. And it's kind of interesting because I could. I mean, what I need is a better chess piece that's got actual speed rolls on it. That would be good. Or if I could get a boot in the regen set, that might let me move some pieces over to Immortal. That might be faster. So that would be good. But yeah, I don't know about Bommal 90. I mean, what we just saw didn't look hard. Once I get fully mastered out, we'll see if that's enough, or if I need to reglyph or rebuild or do something. I do think realistically, I'm going to need more speed. I mean, what's he running at? He was running at like 180, 85 or something. 184. So I think I need 20 more speed. 20 to 25 more speed. Hey, son, do we want to re-announce in the Discord for the new stream for part 2?
I did put it in the Discord.
Gotcha.
But I didn't want to tag everyone again.
Gotcha.
Only so many tags in a day. Try to be friendly, you know.
All right. Hey, Mayhem. Now that you've got the perks, maybe you should throw some emotes out there. I don't know. Are they emotes or are they emojis? I don't even know. Whatever. Should throw them out there. Don Kelly says, I am stuck on Bommal 50, but I don't have Burangiri. There are other solutions, but there are only a few really good single champion solutions. The best one is Lady Annabelle. Burangiri's pretty good. He struggles going all the way to the top. I don't know that he's going to take me all the way through hard Doom Tower. If you're looking for a team-centric solution, Vogoth can help. If you're looking for a very cheap team-centric solution, you can use Master Butcher, who's a rare from the Dwarf faction. Now, he will not get you very far, but he could get you through 50. He might get you through 90 on normal. He might. He's good for like two things, and this is one of them. People are finding more ways to use him because when you have a 6-star, you may as well try to find more ways to use him. But he can help get you through. Other than that, you know, you have to, like, if you don't have certain champions, you really have to search for a team solution that can be tricky. I mean, you can do things. There are things that you can do. You know, think about Guardian sets. Think about how much healing you can get. Remember, you don't want turn meter decrease. Remember, you don't want too many buffs. You can use a freeze. If you have a freeze champion, AoE freeze champion, that can actually reduce the amount of damage that the bombs do, the dread bombs. So there are some things that you can do. Yeah. Tonk says damage mitigation. There are some passives that you can, you know, there are some champions who have passives which will reduce the amount of damage that you take from the bombs. It's tricky. It's very tricky. Bommal is, I mean, I have him listed as the second hardest fight because I think that there are one champion solutions to Bommal, and Dark Fate doesn't have anything like that. You really need to speed tune a team to figure her out. And so I think it can be a more challenging job, but in some ways, the flip side is also true, which is like, if you don't have one of those specific Bommal solutions, trying to find a way through him can be trickier. Like you can probably use 200 different champions in Dark Fae, but you can't really say the same of Bommal. So, which Sylvan Watcher? Do you have Pan like I had? There you go, Mayhem Monkey. Get those out there. He's the most champ-specific boss in the game. Absolutely. All right, look at this. We're crushing. I didn't expect to complete all 7 so fast, actually. Yeah, I think Bommal is... the reason Bommal is so unfriendly to me is because he's the floor 10 boss. Now, it's weird because the floor 10 boss is also the floor 90 boss, which is the weakest of the versions. You know, like you have 4 bosses, 90, 100, 110, 120. So the 91's the weakest. So in a weird way, he's the friendliest as you progress in terms of like the stat threshold. So being able to beat him at 90, while difficult, is a lot easier than trying to beat the same boss at 110 or 120. Like imagine if Bommal had his own rotation. A level 120 Bommal is just scary to think about, you know. But at the same time, a level 10 Bommal is almost impossible to get past. He's so impossible to get past for new players. Like, you really need to either have just so much damage that you blow him up before his dread bombs even go off, or you need to be, lucky enough to have pulled a Master Butcher, Cryodan, yeah. Cryodan's actually got more freezes. I'm pretty sure he's got a freeze. He's got a freeze on all three. Pan is the one. I thought Pan was the one from the fusion. I don't know if they were. Maybe they were both from fusions. So he's got a freeze on his A1 and a freeze on his A2. He has an increased speed on all allies on his A3 and fills the turn meter of all allies by 15%. And then fills his champion's turn meter by 5% for each freeze debuff. Now, I forget if... I know you can't land a turn meter decrease on Bommal. You don't want to do that because that drops a dread bomb. But can you use turn meter fill? I think you can, right? I think you can use turn meter fill just fine. The increased speed buff can be stripped off of you, and that'll cause him to hit harder. Bommal to hit harder. So let me see. I'm just reading his skills right now. Enemies receive 100% more damage from HP burn debuffs for each bomb debuff they are under. Okay. Yeah, so if you have a freeze, it cuts the damage of the dread bombs in half. So if you have a reliable freeze champion, the question is, can you keep him alive? Right. So here's the thing about Cryodan the blue. Like, he's technically a support champion. He has okay defense, okay speed, okay HP. Nothing's great, right? But maybe you can keep him alive. If you can keep him alive, then every time a dread bomb drops, you've got an A1 that's got a 35% chance times 3, like 35% chances of freezing a dread bomb, or you can use the AoE, which has a 65% chance when booked of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. You want to check if there are multiple bombs out there, obviously you need to do that. And then you're reducing the damage from 40% down to 20% max HP. And with enough heals, you may be able to get through just with the freezes. Maybe the freezes are enough. You want to be fast enough and tanky enough. So just build them accurate with a lot of HP and defense. He could be very good there. I could see him being very good in Bommal. I don't know that there are a lot of other uses for him other than Fire Knight, like hard mode Fire Knight. Even, I guess, normal mode Fire Knight, because he's got a triple hitter on his A1. So he's going to help you get through the waves of Fire Knight with the AoE freeze. He's got an increased speed and turn meter fill. He might be a worthwhile champion just to build for those 2 reasons. He'll help you in Fire Knight and he'll help you in Bommal. Those are 2 that, Those are the two trickiest fights, two of the trickiest fights to get through early game. And in a lot of cases, you need to build specific champions for them. So why not build one champion that can do both? I've never built a Krydan the Blue. I've never actually tried that, but that sounds reasonable. It sounds like that could work. Yeah, he's not super tanky, but he's got over 1,000 defense and he's got almost 18,000 HP. It's a little bit on the squishy side, right? Like if his HP was like 19,500 and his, I mean, the defense isn't too bad. It's over 1,000. But yeah, he's kind of squishy. You are going to need speed on him, but potentially. So here's the thing you can think about. Like if you have a couple of champions in Guardian sets, they're going to share the damage, right? Spread it around a little bit. You don't want to, I mean, if you have too many people in Guardian sets, doesn't make that much sense. And then maybe you have a regen set on like him, or, you need to bring in a lot of heals from other places. Kyoku can solo it. I didn't know that she could. When she came out, I was so excited. I was like, oh, I want this champion. And once you don't see a champion for over a year, like you just, you kind of start to forget that they're out there. You're like, all right, I don't have my Duchess. I don't have my Kyoku. I don't have my Kaimar. I don't have my Geo. I don't have any of those champions, and it's one thing if it's like a Void legendary, you know what I mean? Because that's different. You don't expect to get a lot of those. But, Kyoku comes out and then I'm pulling for her for a year and a half. And it's like, okay, I guess I'm not getting her. Like I'm much more likely at this point to get duplicates than I am to get a champion that I don't own. When it comes to regular legendaries anyway, not when it comes to Void legendaries. That's why it hurts so bad when you pull Void legendary duplicates. I can't believe I've done that on my main account. It's like I've only gotten like 6 of them from shards at this point, maybe 5. And one of them was a duplicate. Like, come on. And it was like a duplicate Supreme Elhain. It was like, okay. But man, if it was like a duplicate Krisk or something, I wouldn't complain, But if it was a duplicate Yumiko, I wouldn't complain. But a duplicate Supreme Elhain or whatever, that's frustrating. Duplicate you, Carl. Yeah, oddly enough, like I feel you, but I actually think that's better than a duplicate Supreme Elhain. Because I could see you building 2 of him. Like if you had 2 of him in Doom Tower, you just walk right up Doom Tower. You could use 2 of them in Arena, like I guess you could use 2 of her in Arena, but like nukers are a dime a dozen, right? But AoE freeze champions are harder to come by. Still not, not what you wanted, obviously. It's like, oh, I've got you, Carl. Give me anybody. Give me anybody I don't have that's decent. On my main alt account that I ran for a year and a half, I pulled Tunisia. She was my first Void legendary on that account. She was the only Void legendary I think I pulled on that account. And man, that was a good champion. That was such a good pull. And I pulled her early enough in the account that it was like she was my everywhere wave clearing damage dealer. I used her as my Spider 25 killer. She cleared Doom Tower waves for me. She was fantastic. And so I feel like when you pull your first Void legendary and you get something under, like, even if you pull it to Tunisia, like she's not a top 10 champion in the game or anything, but she's just so good. She's so powerful. She does so much work for you, And then you pull something like Little Miss Annie or whatever, and it's like, why? Why am I stuck with this? Gotta do my main account too. Oh, I didn't get through. Floor 39. I didn't see why. But let's try some tankiness. We like tankiness. Tankiness is good. Taragi did as well. Helped us out when we needed him. Yeah, Tamisha's so good. Mr. T2 Sugar says, are you familiar with the Emic Iron Twins team? I'm going to attempt to build it. I'm familiar in it in as much as I've heard of it. And I know that it's supposed to be very good. I have not built it. I'm thinking about it, actually. I am thinking about it. Tomas says, my first one was Little Miss Annie. Don't do me like that. But yeah, she is not good. Yeah, I'm sorry. She was, so I pulled the Cardi on my main account. I pulled Cardiel at like 4 months in. Didn't even know what he was. I had no idea. I just like, he'd been released while I wasn't playing. He was still relatively new. I pulled him. I think he was a Valentine's Day champion. I pulled him like 5 months later, 6 months later, maybe. No, yeah, I guess it was a while later, 7 months later. And had no idea about him. And I was like, oh, this is a great champion. And then I realized that like Void Legendaries were powerful. Then I did like research and I was like, oh, these Void Legendaries are really good. I did not pull another Void Legendary on my main account for 18 months. I mean, I hit Mercy and it took like another 20 in Mercy or 15 in Mercy. Like I maxed out Mercy. It was crazy. So it took me like 17 shards to hit my next one. And it was Little Miss Annie. She was my second one. And so then I was pretty disappointed. I was so pumped when I pulled her, and then I looked at her. I'm like, ah. Now I know Ash likes Little Miss Annie. He thinks she's good, but I don't know that I agree. Don Kelly says, I was so stoked when I pulled Cold Heart. Yeah, that's exciting. Did I get through? I didn't get through. All right, I'm going to have to, let's just double check this. We've got everything we need here. Claim all our rewards. How are we doing on the weekly? How are we doing on the monthly? All right. So let's get into Tag Team Arena and just make sure we close that out for the day before we lose our token. We've got 8 minutes left. Still got to do my main account. I got to ascend a piece of gear here. Ascend one piece of gear. I'm glad I farmed Sand Devil's Necropolis a little bit. All right, Doom Tower. Almost finished. I will just finish in time. There we go. So, I don't know. We'll get a few floors here. Won't get a full 10. We'll get a few floors here. And then I'm going back in to ice cold. No, I think that's what we're gonna do. Mr. T2 Sugars says, if you make an Emic Iron Twins team, would you consider making a video about it? Absolutely. If I do, I wouldn't hold my breath for it. I don't think it's going to happen like this week. But I do want to make an Iron Twins video, and that could be one that I would do. Tonk says, I have pulled 4 Void Legos and they are all amazing. Good for you. I'm glad. I mean, I would say, say half of the Void Legos are amazing. So if you just get a little bit lucky, you can, hit 3 or 4 in that half, and then you're in really good shape. Tomas says, I think her only use is one-shotting Sand Devil Stage 7. You're talking about Little Miss Annie? Yeah. I can complain about Void quality, but not rates. I hit very good odds. I have gotten very good odds in the last year. Prior to that, I had awful odds, but in the last year, I've done well. All right, make sure you've got all your stuff done for the server reset. We've got less than 4 minutes left. And if you got nothing else to do, make sure you've done your 3v3 arena or your faction crypts, your Doom Tower silver keys. Maybe we can get 2 more floors. That would be nice. Let's get at least 2 more floors. I feel pretty good about getting past that Bommal. Honestly, that feels like an accomplishment. I love this Artak. I mean, getting stage 25 Spider, getting stage 25 Dragon, like those are the 2 places you want to be, like, early, right? That's where you want to be. Obviously, you want stage 25 Fire Knight too, and that'll require a different solution because Artak is not that solution. But yeah, getting through Doom Tower, awesome. I might throw him into my clan boss team just to see how that HP burn activation does. Especially since he's got War Master anyway. Like he might be worth more, say, than my Stag Knight, right? Because I could pull my Stag Knight out and put him in. Artak has a decreased attack. That's what Stag Knight's there for. But Stag Knight doesn't bring much else because I already have the decreased defense from Deacon Armstrong. So it feels like I could get an upgrade there, maybe in terms of damage. All right, we're doing all right here. Yeah, just a quick reminder about the promo codes. They are in the shorts video from today. So if you haven't used the promo codes, there are 2 of them. One dropped today, one dropped I don't know when. I don't think it's that old because it's still viable. So maybe in the last couple of weeks. So go watch the short. Make sure you like that video as well and get yourself those 2 promo codes. And hopefully they'll both stay valid for tomorrow as well. So you'll be able to get both on the same account. Some energy, a decent amount of silver, I think. I know there was a chicken and a rare tome. So there are some okay rewards. They're nothing, nothing phenomenal, but not bad. I remember we had a promo code maybe like 6 months ago, maybe even less, where you got 1 reward and it was a 5-star chicken. I remember when that happened and everybody was so upset. I was like, it's a 5-star chicken. It's a really good reward. Like if you just gave me a 5-star chicken, like an extra 5-star chicken once or twice a month, that would be outstanding. I would totally accept that. But sometimes people want to see like 3, 4, 5 rewards. It's like, I would much rather get a 5-star chicken than a single energy refill, 200 silver, 10 brews, and a rare tome. Like, I would much rather have that 5-star chicken. There we go. Did we hit it on time? Nope, we lost the key. We lost the key. That's unfortunate. It was literally 1 second. It was 1 second late. Why is my mine locked? My mine should not be locked. Daily login rewards 200,000 silver. I'll take it. Let's look at our souls. All right. That felt like... Who is this, by the way? That felt like good progress today. That was absolutely outstanding. All right, thanks for everybody. Thanks to everybody. Do you use Emmett Trunkheart for the Clan Boss Ultra Nightmare? I don't. I came late. What were you doing to repeat levels before this? Why were you... I wasn't doing repeat levels, I don't think. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Sorry about the break in the stream before. Thanks for those of you who returned. Thanks to our new members, Mayhem Monkey. There was another one earlier in the stream, but it was in the previous stream, so I can't actually find it right now. But I will shout out everybody again. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We will be streaming again on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. That is our Noob versus Pro series. So come check us out. We have a lot of fun with that one. And you can see Sun's account. It's going to be this same account here. So I'll probably have more progress by that point. And then, yeah, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, consider joining our Discord community. You guys are great. It's been a lot of fun. Y'all have a good night. Say goodbye, son. He's muted. He doesn't know he's muted.
Oh, man. Have a good one, everybody.
All right. There it is.